Yo, it's T and Bugsey.
And it's the best of British show with your host, Rob.
Is your host Rob from the Best of British Show, and I'm joined by the musical duo that is young T and Bugsey. How you feeling, guys?
Feeling
Right?
good, I'm
Guys, a
feeling
bit
alright.
smiley, innit? Bit smiley, boy. Gas. Thought I had one of them cheesy smiles and that, but bloody hell. So you guys, man, very talented. Had a great year last year as well, man.
Thank you.
Finished off nice. Sold out in Nottingham, the hometown, man.
Yeah.
The 5. What is that thing, the 5, man? I don't get it. Like, obviously,
It's the number in it. The number of Nottingham is 0115, like the phone number.
Oh, right,
thing.
like Birmingham. Is
Yeah.
Manny is 0161.
0161, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes a
So
lot
obviously
more
the
sense, 'cause
5
that's
in it.
driving me crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like Birmingham's 0121, innit?
Something like that. So I don't even know
Right.
that, man. I know Leicester's 0116. Is it
Yeah.
0116 for Leicester? You don't even know that, man, as well.
Yeah,
I just know about not still 0115,
That's
man.
it.
0115, man.
So you had the sold out show, like I said, the Knots.
Yeah.
You sold out, obviously, hometown, man. How was the atmosphere in that, man? Crazy.
Crazy.
That one's crazy still. That one, you can feel that one still.
Feel it in the air still.
That was brazy.
In London, we're London stush.
No, London was hard as well. London was hard. I can't even lie. To be honest, I always thought like Nottingham was gonna be a lot crazier, but
Yeah.
I was shocked that like London was actually
Yeah.
Holding it down.
you know what I mean? It was actually on it. Do you know what I mean? So like it was nice to see. It was nice to see in it.
So what did the crowd like, man? What was their favourite track? What got the biggest reaction? Because I'm thinking if I was in the crowd, for me, it would probably be I Caramba.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
personally,
yeah.
that's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
But it differs, man. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
No, they went crazy for Akron, but I think maybe I said Gangland.
Yeah, Gangland. Yeah, Gangland. Everyone went crazy for Gangland still, and en route, I think in Nottingham.
Yeah, en route went off.
I
En
can't lie,
route went off. It's not
went
en
off.
route.
It went
So I remember
off.
hearing Gangland, and it landed in my inbox, and I was listening to this, and I was like, yeah, this is sick, I'm definitely going to play that. So I put it on there, and I just started hearing it everywhere. I was
Yeah.
walking in Shoreditch, and I heard it blasting out of cars. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know what happened, to be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
because
yeah,
it kind of
yeah.
just came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, no, it did. Like it's definitely like a proper underground smash.
Yeah,
like it's
most
definitely like a proper like in this culture, in this scene, like it's definitely like an underground smash. Like it's there, innit?
So all of them, I mean, you got En route, you got I Caramba, you've got Gangland, no Mickey Mouse thing. They're all getting calmed, couple million, calm. No long things, just couple million here, couple million there. Do you know what I'm saying? Just getting a million plaques and that, just casually on the mantelpiece and that. So what's your favourite, man? Because we spoke about Gangland. I know it's
Yeah.
always hard for artists to
Yeah.
pick their favourites, right?
Yeah.
But what's the one for you that probably just holds more dear, I would say, or puts more of an impact to you? You think, okay, this is the game changer, or this is the one that we liked recording first, or
I'll say for me, like one of my favorites is probably 4x4.
yeah.
That's probably my favorite. Like
That's a
out
sick
of all
opener,
our songs, all of our songs that's out, I'll say probably 4x4.
By
innit?
4x4.
I like the message in it. I like the
It's
message,
honest.
and it's honest. Like it's just real, innit? Like it's not. Like I feel like if you're honest, you can relate to it, innit? Like if you just be honest with yourself and listen to the song and actually take it in, you'll rate it, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's one of them type of songs, innit? So I really like it, innit?
And you've done some sick collabos. You got D Block Europe, Fredo,
Yeah.
obviously, Notes with Living Gravy.
Yeah.
Who's next, man? Who's next on that field, man? Who's in the thing? Because I heard some rumors about the project.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm guessing there's going to be some big boy features on there.
Yeah,
There's a couple.
We got something there.
We got something there. We got something there with our fellow out of Nottingham. Out of London counterparts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Our up north companions. You know what I mean? Up north.
That would be sick. I mean, who should we watch out for in Knots, man? Because I mean, you guys
in
know,
Knots?
innit? Yeah.
Wavy
There's a lot
Hex.
of people in Knots. A lot. There's Hex. You know about Hex?
Yeah,
Maybe
Hex.
Hex.
Right,
Hex.
Yeah.
There's
Got Mez from there as well,
Yeah,
right?
Mez. Yeah,
Mez is even dropping another tape.
Yeah.
Swear.
Mez dropping another tape this year. Yeah. Mez dropping another tape this year. In Nottingham, there's quite a few people. There's quite a few like up and coming in. There's Trinity Square.
Yeah,
They're like a
Skeet.
group. They're like a group, and they're a group. They do like rap wavy type of what's it called songs. They're Skeet.
Yeah,
He's
the
more of
Skeet.
like a Afro swing sort of melodic type of thing. There's a few in Nottingham. Nottingham's bubbling up, and like it's. I feel like right now it's just a time for Nottingham to like I feel like we've got a lot of rappers and musicians, but we now need more like managers. More
people on the business side.
On the business side, innit? That like obviously when we was coming up, we were just lucky enough that we had quite a bit of common sense. That's all it was. That's all it was. And we could we could see that, cool. for someone from outside of my area to really understand this, yeah, I've got to make sure this video, it shows Nottingham, but it's still relatable, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what people in, not just Nottingham, but people from outside of London don't get is that, like, you have to, people from London think we're just countryside guys, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that stigma is always going to be there unless you present it in a certain way where, like, you're not running away from where you're from, you're not running away from your city or whatever, you're not trying to hide that you're from there, but you're just doing it in a way where it looks cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, someone from South London, West London, North London can watch it and listen to the song and say, oh yeah, I hear my man, innit? Like, I can relate to it. Just like Mist. Like, with the whole, do you know what I mean? Like, it's Brum, it's a completely different, what's it called? Completely different slang, lingo. But the Donnies here, they relate to it because obviously the way he's presented, he hasn't presented to it on a countryside thing. You're not seeing no, do you know what I mean? You're not seeing no fields and that. You're not seeing no sheep. Do you know what I mean?
Bare sheep in Derby, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's people. A lot of people still think that about anywhere outside of London, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's the first part. And I think sometimes as an artist, you don't have that mindset of everything else. Like, how does my video look? How does my song sound? Like the mixing and mastering. How do I look? Do you know what I mean? As a brand, innit? You know what I'm saying? I think we need more people like that and not on that, like, on that side of things, do you know what I mean? Just like the insiders, you know what I'm saying?
That's quite interesting that you guys think that already, because you guys are fairly young and you've been doing this music for like a couple of years, like exclusively out here. So that kind of knowledge base, where does it come from? Is it just seeing things around you, or what influences?
It just comes from understanding, innit?
Yeah. I feel like we're sponges, innit? Like, me and T are sponges. Like, we're just soaking everything that happens, innit? Like,
try
this
to
whole
realize
day.
what's really going on.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like with like, we just understand the blurred lines thing, and we understand smoke and mirrors. We understand, like, you got, like, I could have a conversation with someone today in the street. They could use a certain type of certain phrase or certain word instead of another word that they could use, and that will tell me what they secretly meant. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're them type of dons. We're like, do you know what I mean? Like, we think, innit? Like, we're thinking.
The underlining messages.
Yeah. What are you really trying to say, innit? Like, what are you like? We're not really with the. You can't swear on this, can you? Not really with the
yeah,
B, do you know what I mean? With the BS, do you know what I mean? With the BS, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not really, like, we can see through that, you know what I mean? We're them type of guys, innit? So I feel like we've always sort of had that type of mentality in it, like, even from young, hence why did that whole process of getting signed, like, it was just me and T. Do you know what I mean? In these meetings, like, it's me and T, do you know what I mean? Talking to these guys, do you know what I mean? Like, it's us having the back and forths. Then when they're saying, we want to do this and we're the ones asking the questions back. It's not man's, you know what I mean?
Like, a third, like, manager and
do you know what I mean? Like,
it's
us, like, it's always us. Like, if the shoot man an email is us.
And I suppose it gives you, like, a higher level of creative control and just control.
Yeah. Just gives you a higher understanding, like, you just know what's going on in it. And I think that's key in the music, innit? Especially, like, in this music, like, in this scene we're in now, how it's so young. I feel like a lot of artists need to know what's going on, and you need to know what's going on with your campaign in it, your business in it, like, what's going on with your brand, like, with your thing, what's going on in it, like, what's going on with your career. Cause a lot of people, they sign and then they think the label's gonna pattern everything, but it doesn't work like that, innit? You have to make sure you're still in the mix, you're still on these man's back, you're still, has that been done? Oh yeah, bless. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be that, because if you don't do it, no one's doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, alright, cool, they've signed you, whatever. It doesn't matter how much P they throw you, yeah? Like, it's a label. A label's got money to throw. Do you know what I mean? They've got money to throw. Don't think because they've put blah, blah, blah on you, they can't be another kid 2 days later that they've put more or less P, and this guy blew it, then now all the attention's on him. Like, it's not on you no more. So you have to make sure, like, people are still hearing you in the label. You have to make sure. And the only way you're going to do that is if you're really fighting your thing. Do you know what I mean? You're really, and you have to know what's going on in it.
And I mean, you guys obviously got a deal at the moment. It's with Black Butter, right?
Yeah, Black Butter.
And I mean, that relationship there, was it demonstrated like that in the sense of you had the meetings and you were happy with how it ended up?
Yeah. Like, Black, they're like, it's a real family thing, man. They're guys, they signed us like early. They signed us like after, like, they approached us after Glistening.
Okay.
So that's like early 2016, like early 2016, early 2016.
Was talking for about nearly a year.
Yeah, for about nearly a year, just talking, just flirting with him, see what you're saying, they see what we're saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we check up on them, you know what I mean? They check up on us, that type of thing, innit? And then obviously, we signed properly end of 2016, and it's been.
And I think it was in 2015. That's when you met Stormzy, right? You had
yeah.
You guys were doing like a little bit of freestyling. That's quite a surreal moment when I talk about, when I describe it, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. These new guys been here a little while and they're somewhere with Stormzy, and you guys are just freestyle on a chance encounter. How surreal was that for you then? Like at that moment?
I think, it was mad still, but the reason why we even met him is because we came on a placement in it. Like we came on a placement with Link Up TV.
Yeah.
So for 3 days we was following.
Shout out Rashid and Caleb.
Shout out Rashid and Caleb. So for 3 days we was following them too in it. So even throughout them 3 days, like we're meeting, you know what I mean? Like
mad
we're meeting,
people,
you
man,
know
met Tinchy Strider and that.
You know what I mean? We're meeting Blade Brown and all of these people.
You know, Blade Brown's got, what's that song? What's that? Money Plans or something? It's called Money Plans. Yeah, Blade Brown's got a song called Money Plans or something. And man, I don't think he even knows this, but like Caleb shot the vid in it. But we was there at the shooting and just shadowing Caleb, because obviously we were still there on the work placement thing. That was surreal. That was surreal. That was crazy. You gotta remember, like we're just man from not, we're just youths.
And then
like, back then, man are like what, 17, 18? Was it 17, 18?
17.
17, like we're
17.
young, like we're young, like we're just there, like yo, Blade, what? Mad, like these men are doing like things man's never seen. Like they have a scene where like they put like the camera on the back of a drop top and Blade's riding. That's the first time I've ever seen that before. So obviously, like keeping in mind, like we're still going back to Nottingham after this. It just gave us a drive, like a mad drive. Like going to London for them 3 days, and shadowing Rashid and Caleb. I'll honestly, like hand on heart, say like it helped change man's life. I swear to you, because it just like when you see something, it's different than someone just telling you, oh, blah 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 blah. Like it's different from someone telling you, oh, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. But when you actually see it, like you see what's really going on, innit? Like you like
it lasts longer. Visuals last longer.
You know what I mean? It makes you feel like, yo, like man can actually get there. So when we went back to Nottingham, the first one was like, yo, man need to make this happen, G. Like we need to make sure like we really really bust, like we really really get at it, man. Cause yo, like it's a lot of fun to be had, man.
And you hear, B? You made it, B. You made it.
You gotta do it.
So, you know what I was going to say to you? Like, you guys are, like I said, you've been here a few years. Obviously, you've got the drive. You make out bangers like anything. But there's so many artists coming through all the time, man. And some of the things that always comes up is always the co-sign. The co-sign is like, oh, this person's co-signed me, or this person's been co-signed by that. And I feel like it's kind of losing credibility of the word. Do you think it's sometimes artists using it as a bit of a crutch to say, oh, well, like my man co-signed me, so, you know?
I don't know. I feel like with me and the co-sign thing, with me, like even us, I wouldn't say we've had a
co-sign like that.
Co-sign. Cause for me, like I think like in the word co-sign is used loosely now. I feel like it's used loosely now. Like a guy could share your song and like people say that's a cosign. That's not a cosign.
Or we tweet at you.
That's not a cosign. A cosign is this brother who is maybe in a better situation than you, and maybe whether you're in the same career path or not, but like this person who really and truly doesn't have to go out the way to help you, whether share your thing or help you or give you advice or help you, whether it's behind the scenes or in front of the scenes or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? That's for me, that's more of a cosign. Because you've went out of your way to try and assist me. Do you know what I mean? You went out of your way to try and help man or give a helping hand. That's a cosign, isn't it? In today's terms, that man just fling the cosign thing like any...
We have had
like a clout almost,
we have
right?
had a cosign still.
You think?
Yeah, we have a cosign.
Like Stormzy, Storm's cosign, but like, you know, because you know,
but
Storm's thing is like,
even the thing is that your come up is like real. Some man is just saying, this person's co-signing.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And they've got nothing to get off their own back.
You get what I'm saying? Like even with the Stormzy thing is like I feel like the way we met him and the way man built the relationship, like it wasn't in a co-signing way.
It was a bit more genuine.
That's why I don't consider it like a co-sign. It was just everything was just genuine. Cause he never knew we was gonna be Young T and Bugsey. He never knew. Like even when man realized, oh, it was us from back then again. Like it was like it's these guys. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like it was so natural and genuine, and that's what I liked about it. It wasn't like a behind the scenes co-sign or like the.
Well, he did give man a proper cosign still.
They did, Shout out Stormzy,
Shout him out, man.
So again and again, the track is dropping, man. I heard it. It sounds different, man. It sounds definitely different from the other stuff I've heard from you. I think the first thing that caught my ear was the production. So tell me about the production.
What do you think about it?
Because I think that it's completely different from anything you've done, right? And that's not a bad thing. It's good because I'm expecting it to sound as sort of, because you have the same sort of flow, same sort of sound as you go, right? A little bit of a switch up and whatnot. But this, personally it's completely different. And the thing that grabbed my ear first was the production, and the production stand out. And it's just different, like the pace of it. It's a different sort of track.
It's got a nice swing to it.
Yeah,
it's got a nice swing to it. It's got a nice I wouldn't say nostalgic, but it's got that type of like thing about it, innit? Especially like with the chorus is simple. It's not too like mad.
It's just literally beats and bars.
Do you know what I mean? It's beats and bars. Like it's sort of like stripped back.
Yeah.
But it's effective. Do you know what I mean? Like stripped back, but I say it's effective. Like T's verse, the cadences came on as sort of like that like 90s rap type of Biggie and Macy type of flow. That's how he's tried to approach it. My verse is I'm fitting into the pockets of the beat. Like I'm just making sure I'm landing all the nice pockets that's gonna give a reaction, whether when I'm performing it or when people are singing it back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with that two like sitting on them two type of verses, sitting on that type of beat where it's not too much going on. It's just all sweet. I think it just works in it. It just works in it. Yeah.
So you got what are we in now? We're in April now. You've got a couple months festival season. You're doing strawberries and creams, man.
Yeah.
You've done wireless? I think you did wireless last year, right?
Yeah,
What's the best and worst thing about doing a festival, man? Because sometimes you in them fields, and obviously not saying got no fields, so you can adapt like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, the best thing is just the whole day, really. You know what I mean? When you're in the festivals, it's sunny. You know what I mean? You got a nice drink in your hand. You know what I mean?
That little atmosphere. Everyone's on the vibes.
You know what I mean? Like you can feel it. You know what I mean? You can feel it.
It's a different type of vibe store. A festival's a different type of vibe store. Like it's lit. It's lit. Like that's how you describe it. Like it's actually lit.
So I'm gonna try and come, man. I was talking about it today, man. Because wireless is just done, bro. Like it's done out here, bro. It's sold out. That is done.
What? No last minute tickets.
It's done, bro. I'm gonna have to make some few calls.
Yeah, you gotta make them calls, man.
Yeah, strawberries and creams, man.
I haven't made a few calls, though. I'm trying to go wireless.
Festival after that as well, you know.
Yeah.
What, you're gonna be brought out a wireless?
I'm trying to see Gunna. I'm trying to see Gunna.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what. You know what? Wait, who's performing that?
It's mad.
No, I'm trying to go wireless. You know. Wait, I'm trying to go wireless. Yo.
Yeah, man. So again and again, it's out. It's going to be out. It's dropping today, right? Dropping today.
Yeah.
Next week it'll be flowing. So by the time this comes out, it'll be out and about.
Yeah.
So obviously available everywhere. So we'll be streaming that, checking it out. Video for it.
Yeah, man.
Video. You know what I mean? The video's looking brazy, the whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know how you guys do yours. I see that live engraving. The camera's like, and then you're up and down, and then
was like
you got the
some Transformers arm thing.
When you got the opening, the girls hanging out the window. And that. Now I know why it's your favourite one. I seen that. But straight. Yeah, I don't even know how to answer my man that. Of course, man. But I'm gonna look forward to it, guys. Thanks very much for your time, man.
Pulse88.co.uk.
Yes, Pulse 88 Radio, your host Rob here on the Best of British show, here every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. until 9, playing all of those UK bangers.